Good morning, everyone. I'm getting ready to hit the kitchen soon. It's time to make one of my favorite desserts of all time. I don't know too many people who can say no to a rich, gooey, hot out of the oven fudge brownie. So, why don't you take a few minutes, come join me, and I'll show you a few little tricks to make some of the best brownies ever had. We'll see you all in the kitchen soon. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the kitchen. It's been a while since we've been here, since everyone has been sending me so many treats and snacks and goodies to try that I just haven't had a chance to get into the kitchen. But since all those snacks are gone, well, I still have my sweet tooth, so I'm still sticking with something sweet and yummy and really chocolatey and gooey today. I get a lot of questions, people asking me how come when they make their brownies, they're dry or they come out like rocks or they're just not right. Well, today I'm going to show you something, and I don't care whose brownie mix you use. I don't care if you do them from scratch. There's always something wrong in the directions. So I have here literally the cheapest brownie mix I could find. This was 78 cents. No name, our local brand of absolutely nothing. And on the back, I know you can't really see, but it tells you to bake them at 350 degrees. That's too hot. And that's why a lot of people get dried out, more cake-like brownies instead of nice fudgy, chewy, gooey brownies. What we all want. The other thing is, most of the time they're going to tell you to use 2 eggs. In here, I'm trying to do it without spoiling, I have 3. So I pretty well follow the directions, but we add a couple of things. The other thing I've done is I have an 8x8 pan that I've just sprayed with a little bit of oil and put a piece of parchment in, because this is going to make it easier to get them out afterwards. So we're just going to start really, really quick. Like, this is a simple recipe. And like I say, I'm using the absolute cheapest. I'm trying to do this without the eggs rolling off onto the floor. Doing this with the absolute cheapest mix I could find to show you. It doesn't matter. Now, this recipe calls for a quarter of a cup of water and a third of a cup of oil. So all that goes into the bowl. Little whisk just to get it going. We just want it really. There's my oven. Just want to get those yolks and everything broken up. Next, we add some good old vanilla. And as I've said before, a capful is normally about a teaspoon. So I'm going to add, well, for my taste, I'm adding a little bit, like more than, say, 3 teaspoons. It adds a nice flavor, and it helps to bring out that chocolate. A little piece of paper towel. Wipe up the spills. Next, we've all seen these bags before. It's the brownie mix. And it just goes in. I got smart today. I pre-cut the bag open. And we just whisk this in. And we don't want to over whisk. Just want it all mixed in. So there's no need to break out the stand mixer or the hand mixers. A whisk will do. So once basically You've stirred it and everything has come off the sides. You can see how thick that is. That we'll put aside for licking. You can see how thick that batter is. Don't want to pour it out of the pan yet. Next is, if I can just remember where we put it, just need a little spatula. Great time to add some extras if you want. I'm going just with some chocolate chips because chocolate on chocolate, oh yeah. You could also do, I'm just putting in a couple of handfuls. It's going to be maybe half a cup. If you want to put walnuts or almonds, coconut, anything you like. If you don't want to use the vanilla, try putting in some orange flavoring and give it that little bit of, like, you know, Terry's chocolate orange. So all I've done now is folded those in. I'm going to push that aside. Out comes, like I say, our 8x8 baking pan. I always try and use glass. I don't want to use non-stick for this. The non-stick conducts the heat too quickly, and that also tends to cause them to burn a bit. Spatula just seems to be the best tool for the job. There we go. Sorry, I caught me licking my fingers. I'll wipe up a bit. So we have them in our pan. We are done all the prep. Like I said, most recipes will tell you to preheat your oven to 350. Some might say 325. We go even lower than that. 300 degrees. Low and slow. Instead of the 45 minutes, or sorry, these ones say 35 minutes, we're going to check them after 45 minutes. Some ovens, you're looking between 45 minutes and an hour for these to be done. You'll see, we're going to pause the video. You'll see, we'll check it with a toothpick. And normally, when you poke it with a toothpick, it comes out, it's dry, it's clean. We don't want that. We still want some crumbs, but we want to see chocolate on there. So, carefully into the oven this goes. In the middle. And like I said, that's going to take 45 minutes. I'll set my timer. The other thing you will need is a cooling rack. Just any wire rack will do, because once they come out of the oven, we want to get them out of that dish as quick as we can and onto a rack right away so that they cool off. So while those are baking, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to get my rack out. We're going to get everything ready. And we'll see everyone in about 45 minutes. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are done. The timer just went off. So now comes the best part. We have our gorgeous brownies. Like I said, those were 45 minutes at 300 degrees. I didn't cook them any. Searching for a toothpick. I didn't test them yet, so I have my toothpick here. And we just go in, come out, and we can see there's still chocolate on there. It's fully cooked though. Yum. Here is why I love the parchment paper so much. And out they come in one shot. Now those have to cool down a bit. Here's the other reason I love the parchment. Yeah, other than the fact that's extremely hot, that's going to be just a simple wipe and clean. Sorry about that. Now, these do have to cool a little bit. I've done it where I've cut into these right away, and I've hurt myself. So we're going to give these now 15-20 minutes. Let them cool down. Once they've cooled, let's do something else with them. Brownies are good, but we can take it up one more step. Hello everyone, we're back. That had to be the longest 20 minutes I've ever waited. But what we have now are our gorgeous brownies. Get our knife. These are going to be so good. When you cut into these, like I said, these are fudgy brownies. So you might think they're a touch undercooked. Don't worry. So we have our brownies cut. Of course, we've got the little bit of chocolate also that we added to it and melted in. God. Sorry about all that, but can't let it go to waste. So why don't we, like I said, as this is, they are great, but sorry I can't get the camera any lower. It's just how the angles and everything are right now. But we can take some of our brownie pieces. You can see they're fully cooked in the milk in there. You know what, we'll leave the two for now. You knew I was going for this, didn't you? Nice chocolate gelato. Because what's better than brownies and ice cream? Oh, gelato's a bit soft and sticking, but that's all good. And last but not least, whipped cream. Real whipped cream. You might like Cool Whip and all of that, and that's fine. But to me, more brownies. To me, there's just something about the real stuff that just tastes so much better. And now, if you want, I'm just taking one of those pieces, cutting it in half, and there we go. A 78-cent brownie mix, simply reworked a little bit, cooking at a lower temperature, and just taking it up that little step. We have our gorgeous piece of brownie. And second it hits your mouth, it just melts. The perfect brownie. Simple, easy. Just doing a couple of little changes, and you've got an incredible dessert. And just imagine a dinner party, and afterwards you bring this out. So there we go, everyone. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. See me make more delicious things like this. And if you have questions, feel free to ask, and we'll never know. You might get your own video like this one. So until next time, my name is Andrew. I am the 5 p.m. chef, and we'll see you all again really soon.